Everybody to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I see you've got a little Masters hangover as well. Got the old vest on today, do you?
Hmm.
Think it's going to change some odds. I'm sure you'll be talking about that one and done you cashed in. Take it on, take it off. Take it on, take it off. Thanks everybody for joining us on the show today. We're going to give a quick, probably won't be quick. Can we just talk about Tiger for the next hour? Or maybe Scotty Scheffler and wearing Tiger shoes? I don't know. I don't. So, yes, but we're going to talk about the Masters. We're going to recap that. We're going to obviously get into the RBC. We're heading to Hilton Head this weekend. Should be what looks like a hell of a field. Comparatively speaking, obviously last year was a good year, but looks like some folks have warmed up to RBC Heritage. But Dan, get your vest back on before we get into this thing. I don't know. Do you think Scotty Scheffler's shoulders are sore from taking it on, putting it off, taking it on, putting it off?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Do you think his shoulders are more sore or you think Tiger's legs are more sore?
Wow. I don't know, but I was thoroughly impressed. I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, it's Tiger freaking Woods for crying out loud. I don't know that we should really be. We shouldn't be taken aback by what this guy can do. I mean, it seems like there is nothing short of a miraculous recovery when it comes to one Tiger Woods. So I mean, the Masters always delivers. You sprinkle in a little Tiger in there, and it really delivers this time. I don't. So, what about surprises for the tournament? Any standouts for you that you kind of scratching your head, going, "What the hell happened there?"
I was surprised that Scotty Scheffler chipped it in on 3 on Sunday. I
I'm
was. That
surprised.
was that was my surprise. That was my surprise. That to me, that chip in was when the tournament was over. Because if it wasn't for that, Cam Smith could have played it a little bit more conservative. But because he didn't chip it in to follow him, he got back two shots back, right? And after that, he had to start pressing. And Augusta's not a course where you can press very well. And if you press, then a lot of times you get negatively impacted. Whereas if he could have just played it par for the course kind of thing, like a Scotty kind of thing did, I think it's a completely different Sunday. I think that was the
Talk about
defining moment.
talk about a case of the pull hooks, man. Cameron Smith
Mm-hmm.
he sure got them. And I never thought I would be saying this. I mean, Cam Smith is always kind of a cool, collected golfer, doesn't really get rattled.
Mm-hmm.
You just see him just showing up and getting it done, right? I mean, I wouldn't call it fancy per se. I mean, that haircut's fancy, that mustache is fancy, but the
Yeah.
golf game, he's a scrappy player, and I think he absolutely got rattled, and kind of shows shooting a 73. Coming in T3 for the tournament. My highlight, I agree totally on the chip in. I think that was that was probably the shot that sealed the tournament for Scotty Scheffler,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean that kind
Mm-hmm.
of took him to. I think that at that point he's flying high, baby, and he knows he's going to be putting on a green jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of chip ins, how about Rory Mcilroy on 18? I believe he shot a tournament low 64 on Sunday.
Yep.
If Rory could just do away with Thursdays and Fridays, I mean, we're putting on a green jacket here, man. But yeah, good for Rory. Hell of a comeback on Sunday for him. Did get to see a little bit of his round. Obviously, Tiger definitely filled up the TV there while he was on course, rightfully so. We're not going to see him again until probably the Open Championship. So get as much marketing time as you can with one Tiger Woods while he's on the course at Augusta. So do you
Yeah.
think does he put on another green jacket?
That was the question I was going to say. I wish they would have asked on Sunday because on Tuesday during his press conference, they asked him, "Can you win here?" And he said, "Absolutely, I can win here." I wish they would have asked him on Sunday, "Hey, do you think you can win again here?" Because that's the question, right? I mean, he's going to say on camera, "Yes," but I like to see the answer because I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know if he can win there again. He looked like he was in a lot of pain on Sunday.
He did look like he was in a lot of pain, and I think that so greatest golfer of all time, probably.
Yeah.
I think the challenge becomes I don't I think the actual prep I think him getting to the first tee is the part that's going to break him down. I think that's the part that's going to wear. I don't think it's the actual the 4 rounds. I don't think it's 1 through 18, whatever hole you want to pick out that's a challenge. I think it's going to be the prep work that he does to get to number 1, and then the post round work that he does after 18 that gets him back in a position to make it to number 1 the next day. I think that's the part. And I mean, obviously he'd like to break the record, but at some point when you've accomplished almost everything you wanted to accomplish in a field, at what point are you kind of like, it's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it to me to go through that. I don't want to say hassle, but it's just, is the ROI there, right? Is the ROI there for, what did Tiger finish? He had a rough day. And then, I mean, 4 putts and 3 putts. So to finish 47th, made the cut. Obviously, I should have went with Tiger Woods as my one and done pick. I did not, but is finishing 47th, right? Almost DFL, very, very nearly DFL. Is it worth the hassle? I don't know what the answer to that is. I've never been that committed to anything in my life. So.
Yeah, I know. Cam Smith, man, it's the first time we ever saw him actually get, first time in a while. I saw him get kind of angry at himself and frustrated on the course. He's usually such a cool Joe Dirt kind of cat out there, but this time he was got a little angry out there. Yeah.
He sure did. I did hear over the weekend, man, if that wind keeps up, course is going to play tough today.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Let's see.
So I think John Rahm was complaining before the tournament that only Justin Thomas gets advice from Tiger Woods. But I think John Rahm on Sunday got himself a little academy, a little Masters 101 playing with the cat. And he was hanging back with them. They were chatting it up. He shot 4 under. And I think he got everything he wanted out of that round.
Yeah, best, what he shoots 69 on Sunday. So his best round of the tournament. And I think so. I think he was excited to get the limelight. And he said, hey, I may actually win this putting contest out here today.
Exactly. And then Louis O, not a good look when you're playing with the big cat and you can't take the pain. Pull the ripcord on Friday when you're playing with a guy that's limping around the course.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. All the best for Louis. I hope he makes it back soon. But it was a little disappointing to see him bail out.
Yep.
Well, the Masters is in the books, my friend. Anybody else that kind of stood? Well, your one and done pick, Justin Thomas. I know I was ribbing you pretty hard on Thursday and Friday. JT came back Friday, shoots a 67, closes out the tournament with a pair of 72s after an opening round of 76, finishes at T8. I think I may follow suit. I may follow your suit, and he may be my one and done here next year. I think it's a matter of time before he's going to put on a green jacket. He wants to be part of that club.
Yes, he does. I think he's got it in him. I was disappointed when, Thursday I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But he's got it in him. He's got it. But he's like Rory. Is he a mini Rory at the Masters? Can he just maybe the head unlock, or what's going on there, you think?
I don't know. I do not know, but that's another one, right? I mean, Rory's got to. He's got to be feeling coming into this tournament next year. I mean, he's got to be feeling really good about shooting that 64 on Sunday.
Yeah. It was a fun tournament. Not as much drama as I would have hoped for on Sunday, right? I mean, Cam Smith on 12 had to go for it, right? His pressing. I mean, the smart play there is exactly what Scheffler did. Hit it up to the left and take your 3. Not a whole lot of 2s made on that hole.
Cam Smith didn't really have a choice. And then, it's a lot of drama. Yeah, I wouldn't say there was a lot of drama. Scheffler kind of had it in the books, right? coming into Sunday. So it was, you got people chasing, and was he going to come back? I mean, I guess he did kind of waver a bit on Sunday, and he kind of left it out there for somebody to take advantage of, but they just couldn't do it, and hit the right shots at the right time. So yeah. I don't know. Ty, so has Nike discontinued all of their shoes thus far?
Oh
Or
man.
they bought stock in FootJoy. But Scotty was rocking the T-dubs out there. So
Yeah.
that footwork that he was doing, rolling them around out there, and he was talking about the stability of those shoes. Tiger was talking about what he's working on with Nike, trying to get some new shoes up. I'm kind of going like, I don't know. It looked like they were pretty supportive to me.
So Tiger said he's playing the Open at the old at St. Andrews, right? And he said he's not sure about the PGA, and in like 39 days from now, what do you think we're going to see him between now and the PGA? Do you think we'll see him at the PGA, or do you think he's going to skip it and just do the Open?
Oof, that's again. So back to it, does he want to put in the work, and not the work to get ready to play golf, to get tournament ready? I mean, we hadn't seen him in what 14, 15, well, we saw him at the Father-Son Challenge. But prior to that, we haven't seen him at a tournament in 15 months or more. So I don't know, man. It's, I mean, clearly he doesn't need it. I mean, but I think the other thing too, I do think that he has the recipe for success at Augusta, and is going to a different course. What's that going to look like for him, right? I don't know. I don't think so. I think the next time we're going to see him is going to be at the Open.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's going to be at the Open. What did you think? So, do you think this week was a big success for him, or do you think it was a failure?
I think it was in his mind, I think it was a success. I think for him to be able to make it through 4 competitive rounds of golf, competitive, mind you, I think it was a huge success for him. I mean, he's got to be walking away. I mean, what did he have to lose, first off, right? Really nothing, I guess. I mean, I don't know his condition. I'm no doctor, but potentially, does he hurt himself worse? I don't think so at this point. So, but yeah, I mean, it's absolutely, it's got to be a success in his mind.
Okay. That's fun. Well, just the amount of pain he was in, right? So I'm just it distracted him, obviously. We talked about it on Saturday, right? How much it probably distracted him with the pain and how he was putting or whatnot. It's a success in that he was able to go out there and play 4 rounds. You and I were talking on Saturday, does he even play on Sunday? And he did. And because he's Tiger Woods, right? He's gonna play through anything, right? He's gonna play through any kind of pain. I don't think he expected the pain to be as bad as it was.
Yeah, maybe not. Again, I think it's that the prep work to get him in a position to be able to tee off. I think that's probably worse than the pain is what he has to endure just to be able to get there. But who knows, man? I mean, warmer weather's right around the corner. I mean, plenty of speed. Well, I mean, I was watching on Saturday. He was paired with Kisner, and his swing speed was 20 miles per hour faster. Ball speed was 20 miles per hour faster than Kisner's was. So, I mean, it's still there. When you're good, you're good, man. When you are good,
this Scotty Scheffler, he's already locked up Player of the Year now. We haven't seen a player this hot, not since Tiger Woods. I mean, we've seen somebody hotter than when Tiger Woods came out. We haven't seen a player this hot since Phil Mickelson joined the Champions Tour.
I know you think people are going to get off the narrative of Scotty Scheffler's riding a heater?
I didn't see he's not in the field for the RBC Heritage this weekend. Is he playing the Champions Tour this week? He's 51, isn't he?
He could be. He is. I mean, he does qualify. So we shall see. Yeah, he is. When do you think when do you think we see Phil Mickelson on the PGA Tour again? You think we ever see him again on the PGA Tour?
Here's a question for you. Do you think he's ever an honorary starter at the Masters?
Oh, that's well below him. Well below him. I absolutely not.
No. What about Tiger? Do you think Tiger's an honorary starter? I mean, you got Jacks out there, right?
I could see Tiger doing it. For different reasons. But yeah, I think no way do we see Phil as an honorary starter. Could be wrong. I don't know. Mark it down. Like call me in 30 years from now, and we'll see where he sits.
So we do to check. Are there any Vegas odds right now for the next time we see Phil? Is it on the PGA Tour, the Champions Tour, or the Saudi Tour?
Well, Monty said he's got Phil slated for the Mitsubishi Electric Classic. So, and that's coming up, man. I mean, that's what, 4 weeks out. So that's right around the corner. So I don't know. We'll see. But hold on. You're avoiding my question. I feel like you've got an answer. You don't want to give it to me. When do you think we see Phil on the PGA Tour again?
Defending champion at the PGA Championship.
Could be. It would be weird if he didn't show up to defend his championship. I mean, the presser with Ridley. I mean, there was nothing, and obviously, the Augusta National is not the PGA Tour, but there was nothing in his conversation that kind of alluded to the fact that he couldn't have played. I mean, obviously, even if the PGA Tour suspended him, I think Augusta could have still invited him and allowed him to play there. So, but again, I thought the comments were pretty benign in the sense that, there was nothing that it's like, okay, I can read between the lines here. And yeah, he's not playing because he's not allowed to play. So I didn't get a sense of any of that.
Yeah. Do you think Tiger's already won the PIP for 2022 and 2023?
Done deal.
Done deal.
Cash it. And it's kind of like Phil and the Saudi league. It's like check's already in the bank, baby.
Okay, let me give you a storyline real quick and tell me if you think you believe this. Okay, so it's PGA Championship week, and Phil flies in on Monday, right? And he's driving to the course, and his car runs off the side of the road and flips 3 times, and he's going to a hospital. Do you believe it?
I'm going to need more than pictures. I actually may need video. I may need video of this one. I'm going to need more than pictures. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. It's like funny. Is that a Genesis?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I didn't know they had hills that big in Oklahoma. It's
knowing. Yeah, I think, yeah. So knowing Phil, he would have like signed a deal with Kia or Mercedes or somebody, and he'd go off the cliff, and then he'd it would just be this whole speculation about him losing his leg or not losing his leg. And then you see all these Phil commercials all the way through the PGA with the Kia commercials.
Speaking of car sponsors, do you know this John Rahm is sporting a Mercedes logo on his, I think, left sleeve?
Yep, I did notice that.
So not to get to Hilton Head just yet, but pay close attention to one Bucky Fowler this week, and let's see what kind of emblems Bucky's sporting around. I got a feeling his shirts may be a little bit lighter.
It's going to be interesting. You know, that's one thing I'll tell you about the Masters that I was a little, not satisfied with, is that we didn't see that many players on Sunday. We didn't get a chance to see a lot of players on Sunday.
No, I mean, Tiger for sure consumed the lion's share, the Tiger share of the morning time. I don't know. It was I wasn't disappointed by any means. I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, to your point, we didn't really get to see a whole lot. I mean, like Kevin Na finished T14, and really Augusta. It's like Kevin Na, Augusta, like that. Come on. So you didn't see a whole lot of that. What Stuart Sink, we saw his hole in one on 16. That was about all we saw of him. So
did you see Cam Champ hit a shot?
What did he do?
Cam Champ, did you see him hit a shot on Sunday?
Yes, I did see. No, maybe not on Sunday. Maybe it was Saturday. It was Cam Champ and Tony Finau, right? Paired together.
Yeah, but I mean, Cam Champ was T10, and I don't think I ever saw him hit a shot. Corey Connors maybe once or twice.
Yeah. Let's see. You know who I don't think I saw Lee Westwood hit a single ball.
No.
He always plays well at Augusta, generally speaking, and comes in at T14. I don't think I saw him hit a single ball. Robert
Didn't see.
McIntyre, nothing.
Coke
Sergio
Rack or Gooch.
Garcia, yeah, very little. Who did I see? I saw a lot of Hovland. Hudson Swafford. I don't know if I saw him on air a single time. Don't think I saw Webb. Yeah.
Now I will give Hovland credit that as much as people are picking on his pants, maybe he has something. Maybe you need to wear some really weird gear on Sunday to get on TV. It's kind of like being a fan a little bit. You got to be a little fanboy for the Masters. You need to wear some really kind of, if you're not in the top 10, you better wear something that's going to catch everybody's attention because you're not getting on camera.
I mean, JT had his highlighter yellow pants on out there.
Yep, so, exactly. He knows the game.
Scotty Scheffler donned the vest. Some people may call it a cape. But yeah, I don't know. All good, man. It's I'm already anxious, and I can't wait until next year. And I hope next year, Fred, if you're listening, bring back the taste of the Masters. I really missed that in my diet this year. Do I look thinner to you? I should. I didn't eat much.
Yes.
I drank the whole time.
The correct answer is yes.
So yeah, congratulations to Player of the Year, Scotty Scheffler.
Gosh.
Recipient of the green jacket. Yeah, Rory's got to be licking his chops, man. He has got to be thirsty for that green jacket though, after shooting that 64.
Yep.
So close. So close. I mean, he shoots 73 on Thursday and Friday. I mean, just anything gets him to a playoff. I mean, I mean, he doesn't need much, man. Let's see. Will Zalatoris, T6. That guy's got a green jacket in his future, I would expect. So.
That leaderboard is looking very familiar now. See who plays well there. Yes. Yeah. Sanjay, Willie Z, Corey Connors. It's very familiar who plays well there. Yeah.
DJ firing back. I mean, he looked good. The match play, a couple weeks ago, fires back here. So,
all right, you've heard it. You've heard it here first. Give me your predictions. What is the Champions Dinner next year?
Oh, okay. Here you go. We're going brisket. We're gonna go brisket, and we're gonna go beef ribs. I think he's gonna go like traditional, man. We're gonna have some ranch beans, maybe some coleslaw, probably some cornbread to go with that. I think for dessert, I think we're going banana pudding. And what about appetizers? I'm thinking we're going like I don't know, pigs in a. Well, DJ did pigs in a blanket, so I don't know if it'll go pigs in a blanket. That's where I think we're heading. I think we're heading traditional Texas barbecue, baby. Just call Hard 8 right now. Tell them to load up the smoker and bring it on, baby.
I love this. This is good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, people are probably a little bit, because I think if Cam Smith wins it, I think he's doing he's going totally opposite. He's going like Friday night fish fry, man. I think we got fried fish and French fries, but no reason to talk about Cam Smith because he didn't win. But yeah, I think we're going Texas barbecue all the way. Let's Lone Star beer. Why not?
Perfect. I think you're right. I do wish that maybe they bring back the match thing, with Phil kind of thing. Phil's not coming back to that, by the way, but not for a while. But if they brought it back, I would love to see a celebrity one, and I want to see Cam Smith paired up with David Spade. The Joe Dirt proof.
But Spade has to play in character.
Yes.
He has to play in character. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. The duet kind of thing, right? So you got for pairings, you got Spade and Cam Smith versus who and who. Who else reminds you of like a movie star out there or whatnot? That plays golf.
Yeah. I'm going Max Homa and Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, okay, that's good. I like that one.
I think that maybe it's a little bit of a miss on the Homa. It's probably more of a DJ and a Johnny Knoxville, maybe. But yeah, I could do. I could see Homa and Johnny Knoxville coming out.
Harry Higgs and Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. That's good. I see what you did there.
Well,
You've been working at
Harry
good
did pretty
records.
good.
He did.
I think he was like T14 as well, right? Something like that.
Yeah, T14. Yeah, +2 for the tournament.
I would pay for Harry Higgs and lately the Kibble guy versus Cam Smith and David Spade.
It would be so good. That's pay-per-view worthy. I could see that happening.
Or Bill Murray with somebody. Who would Bill Murray play with on the PGA Tour?
Bill Murray and
who thinks they're funny on the PGA Tour? I guess Max Homa does.
Well, he thinks he is. He also thinks that Scotty Scheffler 4-putting to close out the tournament was, I don't know, disappointing. Who thinks they're funny? It's got to be, I would say Phil, but I don't even know if he's on there anymore.
Yeah.
Who thinks that Bill Murray and I don't know.
Maybe like a Bubba Watson or somebody like that. Twitchy.
Could be.
Bubba used to have all those funny like Oakley commercials and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Could be Bubba Watson and Johnny Knoxville. Didn't they? Wasn't Johnny Knoxville in the remake of the Dukes of Hazzard and all that?
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. I don't think we can talk about that anymore. Actually.
Oh, it never existed.
Just erase that from your memory, Dan. Pretend like it never happened. Okay, so what else you got for the Masters tournament, sir?
Good. Yeah, cold. Yeah, interesting. No, it's good.
Little chilly. Okay, so I guess now it's time we should have a pour, take a break, and we'll be right back.
Sure.
Let's head to Hilton Head, South Carolina. The RBC Heritage 2022, 132 players in the field, top 65 and ties will make the cut. And I feel like we're on repeat here. We're on another Pete Dye course. Yes, we are. I feel like there's 30 Pete Dye courses on the PGA rotation, man. That guy, he definitely he knew what he was doing for sure.
Yeah, he did.
So we'll be playing at Harbour Town Golf Links, par 71, just over 7,100 yards. Bermuda overseeded greens once again this year. So a few of our previous or past winners: Stuart Sink in 2021, Webb Simpson, CT Pan, Satoshi Kadara. I definitely should have made you say that name. Wes Bryan and Brendan Grace, back through 2016. And Dan, I think you mentioned this on Saturday when we were recapping the third round of the Masters. I feel like RBC Heritage kind of fell into one of those gaps right after Augusta, a little bit of a lull, a lot of people taking off, kind of a weaker field, if you will, just given its spot on the calendar. But maybe if I can say a positive, a benefit from the pandemic, from COVID, is we've got a little resurgence in the field for the RBC Heritage.
Yep.
It's and so here's what I think is going to be pretty interesting about this course. In coming from Augusta, some of the largest greens on tour and one of the longer courses on tour, to now at Harbour Town, some of the smallest greens on tour and one of the shortest courses on tour. So just a total 180 from what we just witnessed at Augusta National. And I'll have to say I'm pretty excited for the golf tournament. I think where we're going to wind up here is looking at some of our previous winners. Obviously, ball placement is or shot placement is going to be key, but it's going to be approach shots, and it's going to be approach that 175 range and in. And yes, it is going to be a putting contest. Absolutely. So if you can hit greens and you can make putts, there's a good chance that you are going to put on the tartan jacket. And I don't know if we see maybe take some notes from Stuart Sink using the Texas wedge around the greens, right? So if your wedge game isn't up to snuff, break out the Texas wedge, and Stuart Sink has shown us that you actually can get it done. So yeah, I'm I'm excited. I think there's a lot of recent form coming into the RBC, Dan, that I think it's going to benefit a lot of players, man. We took a stab at the pricing on Saturday when we were recapping the Masters. I don't think we did horrible. I think we were well. You didn't. I mean, I wasn't much, but you know, it's to be expected. To be expected.
I think we did pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think it was a fair shake at it. So, in looking at the 10,000 and better lineup category, JT at $11,100. So yeah, so let's start there. Should JT be higher priced than Cam Smith right now?
It's a lot of fishing in Hilton Head. It's kind of like Popeye getting his powers, you know.
I heard it gets some people in the mood.
Yeah. No, I think Cam Smith should be priced higher than him. Yeah. If Cam Smith gets no respect, man, he never gets any respect. Yeah.
It's got to be that stash, that little wispy stash he's got. It's got. I mean,
love the look.
Oh, so what are you trying to say? You're growing your mullet out?
If I had the ability to grow my mullet out, I might grow it out. No, I mean he's just a cool cat. He's just a cool cat. He's playing the fisherman and he gets no respect. And like we said before, he's one of the top 5 players in the world right now. It's Scotty Scheffler, it's Cam Smith. Those guys are the 2 at the top, I'd say right now. You know, Rahm's right there with them. I'm going to put DJ up there. I think Justin Thomas is up there too, but I mean, I'd rank the other guys a little bit higher in terms of just recent performance. The last time Justin Thomas won a tournament was the Players last year.
That's a bit dated.
Last time Jon Rahm won one was the U.S. Open last year.
Well, asterisk, the Memorial.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
so anyway, it's been a while.
I guess it was after. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. So $10,000 and higher. So the 10,000, the elite ball strikers at the RBC: JT, the Mullet Man, DJ, Morikawa, Patrick Cantlay. I'm not arguing with anybody that's in the $10,000 and better range. I think everybody that's there is. I do think that the pricing might be a little skewed on a couple folks, but I do think at 10,000 and better, I think that's probably where they should sit at. Let's head over to our friends at fantasynational.com. Let's look at the last 24 rounds of strokes gained, and where are you starting at, Dan?
In this range here, probably Morikawa, man. Played well last week. He got off to a little bit more of a rocky start, but finished well at the 5th. I mean, that was a backdoor kind of 5, right? I think 10,200, 15%, 15.6% projected ownership. Model rank 20, which I don't know where they're getting that from. Off the tee, 22nd. Approach 14th here. The last 24 rounds, and then putting 65th, 5th at the Masters last week, 68th at Valspar, missed the cut of the Players when I played them, T2 at Genesis and T5 at Century. And when you get to precision, I don't think anybody's better in the top 5 range here than Collin Morikawa.
Course history here for Morikawa: T7 and T64. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad play. I mean, again, you know, hell of a ball striker. I think this is the kind of place he can get it done. If anything's falling off on Morikawa, it is his putting and around the green, as you can see on the screen. And yeah, I'm probably going a different direction. I think I'm going low man in the $10,000 range, and I think I'm getting a little Cantlay action here. He did miss the cut in 21. Prior to that, T3 in 19, T7 in 18, and T3 in 17. Patrick Cantlay, what do we got? T39 at the Masters, missed the cut at the Players. I think we can all agree that we're going to chalk that up. T4 at Pebble Beach. I think if you want to talk course comparison, I think that's probably one of the fairer course comps that you can get is Pebble Beach. So I think I'm on a little bit of a Cantlay streak here.
You can't go wrong, and you can't go wrong anywhere in this range here. Absolutely not. I mean, they're all playing well, right? So JT's playing well, 11,100. I'm not going there this week. Just for the price, I think you can get something comparable, a little bit lower, like a Cantlay or Morikawa. I mean, you can almost $1,000 discount if we're going Morikawa over JT, right? I think I'm going to take that. Cam Smith, I think he might be burned out, right? I mean, come on, that was a gruesome Sunday.
Well, I think the weather's going to be a little nicer, so he's not going to be able to resort to the vest move that Scheffler did. Was it distraction move by Scheffler, by the way? You think it was like,
it was a cape.
Why does he keep taking it off and putting it on, taking it off and putting it on? It's like, what's he doing over there? What's going on with that vest thing he's at?
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, breaking news, I heard Nike discontinued their line of golf shoes and they have released another line of golf vests.
There you go. Give me the Scheffler vest. Give me the Scotty vest. There actually is a Scotty vest. I think I've seen those commercials on TV.
I think Cantlay's my guy here. I'm not, if I am fading somebody, this is going to sound completely ignorant. It's like saying, if the wind gets up at Augusta, it's going to play tough today. Oh, okay. It's like, I think Cam Smith is probably my fade, and it wouldn't surprise me if he withdraws,
or wins.
Or wins. He's definitely going to win going to pull out the biggest fish.
We did win our prop bets on Sunday, though. We did win our prop bets. It was a green jacket again.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yep.
Good. I see what you did there. Yeah. So, I mean, Cam's probably my fade. Out of that, I don't think there are any other fades other than if I'm fading somebody in the 10,000 and better range, to your point, it's probably going to be JT just from pure pricing alone. That I think there's better value through the field. And I don't know that I can tell you this, even if I hadn't picked JT as my one and done already, I wouldn't be picking him as my one and done this week. So you can take that for what it's worth. Speaking of my one and done, mine did so good last week. I can see why people would take my advice. Where's Cupcake at, by the way? Why is he not here?
I don't know if Cupcake likes this place. Has he ever played? Did he play here in 2020? I don't know. He's not going to be in our results because it's not in the field, right? But I'm not sure. Yeah. He's had to have played here before. I know Rory doesn't like this place. That's for sure.
He does not like this place. Okay, 10,000. Let's go to the $9,000 range. You keep distracting me, Dan. We've talked about this. We've talked about this so many times.
What? I'm distracting you?
Put your vest back on. You're distracting me. Okay, so let's go to the $9,000 range. Thanks, Dan. I'll take this one because yes, I am. Shane Lowry. You can't really argue with the heater that this guy's on. What do we got? T3, T12, T13, second. Shane Lowry is on a total heater right now. And for a guy that's out of shape and can't really get his way around Augusta, he did a hell of a job last weekend. And I think he's going to appreciate the subtraction of about 500 yards and less hills. And I really like Shane Lowry's chances this week. And he ranks out 7th in the model. I don't know. What's not to like about Shane Lowry?
I think the winner could come from this range right here as well. You know, the $9,000 range is stacked. I mean, I like Lowry. I like Connors. Connors is a model ranked 14th last 24 rounds, $9,700. Projected ownership 14%. Off the T4th, approach 17th, putting 89th. T6 at the Masters last week, T35 at Valero. T26 at the Players. We all knew how tough that was. And API T11. He's on a tear as well. I mean, he could run away with this thing. Berger, model ranked 8th, $9,600, 15.2% projected ownership. off the tee 36th on approach 12th, putting 68, T50 at the Masters, T13 at the Players, 4th at the Honda, missed the cut at Phoenix, T20 at the Farmers. And he plays well here too, right? You got the recent history on both Connors and Berger, right? Yep.
Connors T4, T21, 19 and 18. He did miss the cut, but I think we're looking at a different Corey Connors. And the Burger Man, he says he likes him some Hilton Head, T13, T3, and T33. So, yeah, I would agree with you that the winner very well could come out of the $9,000 range. And I think that Lowry, Connors, Berger, Fitzy, M. I think that's a great way to start a lineup. I don't know if you can do that and get to and get 6 players fielded for the tournament. Somebody's probably scratching their head though and wondering, how in the hell is Jordan Spieth priced higher than me? What is my marketing engine not doing that's got Jordan Spieth priced higher than me and I'm a previous winner?
Yeah.
Just saying. So if I'm fading here, Spieth's probably my only fade, and I think I'm bullish on Lowry. But yeah, Spieth's my only fade, and I mean, I guess I'm looking at at ownership percentage and trying to decide where I'm going to go.
Yeah. I mean, Neiman's a good play, right?
Yeah.
Neiman 5th
T5 in 2020. So yeah.
15th on approach in this last 24 rounds and 83rd in putting, 18th up the tee. I mean, $9,100 hard to beat. Russell Henley, we talked about it before, T33, T33, T13, T13, T30 at the Masters. Approach number 1 on approach last 24 rounds in this field, 3rd in the model, ranked $9,000. I mean, putting 29th. You got approach and putting both top 30. Russell Henley, take a hard look at that guy.
T9 here last year, missed back-to-back cuts, and then T26 in 2017. But yeah, $9,000. Yeah, give me some Russell Henley. All about it. Again, I think Spieth's my only fade in the $9,000 range, and ownership percentage is going to weigh heavy. What did it rank 3rd in the model? You see, already mentioned that, and 17% owned. Mentioned that as well. However, look, does that say Jordan Spieth 2.1% ownership?
Yes, it does. Projected ownership.
Okay. Yeah. Forget everything I just said. I'm totally going Jordan Spieth. But then DraftKings. I'm definitely going to, at 2%, I'm totally going to sprinkle some Jordan Spieth in there. At 2%, how can you not?
He's probably going to win. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely going to be putting on the old tartan jacket.
Hey, here, get this too. The band's back together. We got JT, Spieth, and Fowler in the field. So they're all renting a house together down there.
Oh, they are. Oh, that's a good point. So think about what happened, when golf came back, right? And everybody showed up at RBC that hadn't played there in years. And everybody that we just mentioned, except for one individual, actually played. They played some at Augusta. Maybe they didn't play all 4 days, but they were at least showed up. How much of a hangover do you think is gonna be kind of lulling around? We talked about Cam Smith, and I think that he is going to be exhausted. I don't see him showing up. Well, let me rephrase that. If he does play, if there's not a WD, I don't think there's a whole lot of excitement about making it to the weekend for him. He's got to be worn out, man. Got to be worn out.
Yeah.
And let's see who else. JT. I mean, does he really want to make it to the weekend? I mean, again, they're professionals, right? And I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying, is there a whole lot of? I mean, what's a win get them? What's a win get JT? What's a win get Morikawa? What's a win get Cam? I mean, there's just some of these guys that I don't know that a win gets them a whole hell of a lot. So how much interest is there in?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm with you. I think I put JT and Cam Smith in the Brooks zone of I don't really care about this week. Yeah.
Like I'm going to show up and I'm going to play. And if things if the stars align and I'm hitting it good and I make it to the weekend, great. But I don't think it's like, I don't think it's it's not a, I got to make it to the weekend and I'm going to win this golf tournament. I mean, again, they're competitors. So, I mean, I think that mindset is just instilled and it's ingrained and it's happening every time they tee it up, every time they show up for a tournament. But if they don't make it to the weekend, there ain't a lot of heartburn going on for some of these folks.
Can I ask you a question real quick that's off the topic?
Yes, I love that new Lakers series that's on HBO. I think it's great.
How much do you think Tiger's going to be at the Open Championship?
Price wise?
Mm-hmm.
Low 8,000s.
Yeah. Big play? Big play for you?
I think he'll be in the $8,000 range. Yeah.
You think you're going to play him a lot? What do you think the projected ownership is going to be on Tiger at the Open?
I mean, how much can you get?
Yeah, take all of it. Take all of it you can get.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like the slot machine, right? You can hit like, bing, 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 or you can hit max bet. I think it's max bet. I think it's all. I think it's all. I mean, I'm sure we can get odds right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then also at the end of the show, we need to look up odds at the Open. What are they right now for him?
Oh yeah. All right. Well, you're distracting me. I see what you're trying to do.
I know.
I think secretly you know who my one and done is, and you're trying to bogart my one and done as your one and done because you know it's a better pick than yours.
You've already had 3 refills on your Negroni or whatever it is. I've already erased your one and done and put Jordan Spieth in there. You're never going to know the difference.
I was having a Boulevardier, by the way. And now, since we are in Hilton Head, I've moved on to seagrass. I mean, how can you
nice? I love it.
How can you not have a little seagrass when you head to the beach, man? Come on.
Absolutely.
$8,000 range. Wait, go ahead. It's probably your one and done. Why don't you go ahead and talk about him? He was a winner here in 2020, by the way, and I would say he's a Harbour Town specialist.
He had the tournament record in 2020, I think, right? It was like 22 or 23, minus 22 or 23, I think it was. Yeah.
I think you're correct.
Yeah. Webb Simpson, $8,800, 15.2% projected ownership. Model ranked 39, T35 at the Masters, T48 Valspar, missed the cut at the Players, T61 at Sony, RSM, T8 off the T95th, last 24 rounds on approach 47th, around the green 17th, putting 32. I don't know if he's gonna be my one and done, but he is showing a lot better form than he did last year. So, I mean, definitely moving up the charts. Yeah.
Don't forget, coming off an injury, he absolutely showed up at the Masters, showed up at the Valspar as well. So I think we're kind of back to the Webb Simpson that we expect. And at $8,800, his last 5 showings here, T16 or better. One of those is a win. One of them is a T5. Another one's a T9. Another one's a T11. At $8,800, I mean, take it like this. You give me JT at $11,100, who played here one time in the past 5 years, T8 in 2020, and you give me course history with Webb Simpson. I mean, I'm all over Webb Simpson, man. All over that guy. And just like you mentioned, Dan, earlier, in the $9,000 range, you wouldn't be surprised if the winner came from that category. I see a lot of single digits in the $8,000 category. Maybe I see more single digits in the $8,000 category than I do the $9,000 category. And that single digits is related to course history. And by the way, if I can make mention, do you think anybody else is pissed off that Harold Varner III on fantasynational.com, it's actually HV3. Everybody else has first initial, last name. HV3 actually gets HV3.
I mean, I think it's an honor.
I'm like, I don't know, but like, it's Billy Horschel. Like, why are you not calling me Billy Ho?
That's right. That's right.
Why is it B Horschel? What about Billy Ho? I think we should go total nickname for these guys, because if I'm not an avid golf fan, I mean, do I know what HV3 means? It's like, I don't know. Is that a heating and air system kind of thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess also, if I'm not a avid golf fan, why I'm on fantasynational.com. However, so who do you like in the $8,000 range other than everybody?
I mean, I like Billy Horschel as well. His approach is 85th in this field, which is not great for this course, but putting 8th around the green 31st off the T12th. He's been on a bit of a heater. He had a withdrawal at the Players and then 43rd at the Masters. But before that, second at all API, 16th at the Honda, 6th at Phoenix. I mean, he's looking good. Hatton was in that group. I think he was like a group behind or a group ahead of Weber in 2020, and he was just lighting this place on fire back then. And he loved this course. So you can't count him out here. I know he likes it. Yeah. Go ahead.
I heard Hatton got a new driver on, I think it was 15 at Augusta this year.
Little shotgun.
He was yeah, let's just say he hit the ground harder than he hit his ball. How about that?
Ooh, I know he's a little frustrated out there.
Yeah, he was definitely frustrated. Not afraid to say. I don't blame him. Sometimes I'm not afraid to show my emotions either. You know who I think is probably underpriced and is gaining a lot of strokes in his recent rounds here. Alex Noren, T25, T21, T28 in his last 3 outings here. I think that ranks 10th in the model. What is the T12 at the Valspar, T26 at the Players, T5 at the Honda. He's been playing some pretty good golf, and at $8,300, I think Noren is probably going to get my attention. 14% ownership. So maybe Siwoo's pretty he's low in ownership. Look at that Hatton HV3 and see, woo.
Yeah.
All those guys right around the 7-8% ownership. Yeah,
I would not count HV3 out either. I think he's been playing great golf. He finished second here last year, 23rd at the Masters. He won over in Saudi, right? T57 at Valspar, T6 at the Players, T6 at the Players. I mean, he's been playing great golf.
Yeah, 2 people that surprised me that I would think this course sets up really well for them and kind of just is, I mean, that I don't know why there's not victories here. One's Billy Horschel. I would think this is Billy Horschel's jam. And the other's Kevin Kisner. And he's missed his last 2 cuts here. I mean, like, if he wanted to, he could probably commute from his home to the course. I mean, obviously he's not going to. It's a little hard to get on the island. I'm sure it's crowded. But yeah, Kevin Kisner missed his last 2 cuts, as mentioned, T41, T7, and T11 through 27 or back to 2017. And Kisner's been to say he's hot. I don't know that that really categorizes what he's doing right now, but I feel like something's about to pop with Kiz, man. He's getting way too much TV time.
Well, it's because he plays 2 sports. He plays golf and NASCAR. So
Point.
Yeah.
So it's that nicotine sponsorship, I would imagine. So big tobacco strikes again. Here you are.
There you go.
There are really no fades for me in the 8. I mean, that sounds. I guess we did.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Call me crazy again, Dan. Call me crazy again.
This field is so good.
It's so good. All right, $7,000 range.
We didn't even talk about Fleetwood, did we? We didn't talk about Fleetwood in the $8,000 range, and I think Fleetwood's he could win this week.
He missed a cut last year, T25 in 2019. I totally agree. That's another one that I think Fleetwood. I think the course sets up extremely well for Fleetwood, and it absolutely he could be. I think he would look good in tartan too, don't you?
Absolutely. Make Cam Smith jealous.
Oh yeah, you know it. You know it. Fairway Jesus, let me in. All right, $7,000 range. Boy, that's a big one. I mean, we'll be on here for hours talking about this thing. Holy Bucky Fowler, I see you down there hiding at $7,000. So where are you heading? You want to talk about the $7,800 pairings?
Yep.
Don't,
Yeah, I mean,
don't know how you can't.
Kuchar is, this is his kind of course, right? 7,800 bucks, 11.9% projected ownership, model rank 34th, off the tee 94th, on approach 89th, around the green first, 10th putting, showing some good signs of improvement. T2 at the Valero, T16 at Valspar, missed the cut at the Players, but I like Kuchar here. And then you got Na, right? So Na's at 7,800 bucks as well. 77 in this model rank, on approach 40th, putting 54th, 14th at the Masters last week. Had him a couple missed cuts or whatnot, but he's been playing well. So I think some injuries kind of got to him or whatnot. So you have to keep that in mind if you're going to play him this week. But there's some good talent around here. Yep.
He doesn't rank out well in the model at 77th, but if injuries aside, if he's healthy, I think Kevin Na has been, I think he's been playing, I think there's something there. Also at $7,600, I like that pairing in Tom Hoge and Adam Hadwin. I would say decent course history for those guys. I think we're seeing a different player in Tom Hoge than T25 and 21, got back-to-back missed cuts and a T55. But yeah, I could absolutely see Hoge playing extremely well at this place. And Adam Hadwin ranks out 5th in the model. We got lots of single-digit finishes. In fact, his last 3 outings were single-digit finishes. And missed a cut last year, T41, T48, T22, and tournament winner. So I don't know how you can really get away from Adam Hadwin. So say everybody else. Projected ownership is currently sitting at just above 17%. So,
yep, this field is absolutely insane. It's just like it's the I mean, doesn't have all the top 10 guys in it, right? But holy cow, there's a ton of guys playing.
It's yeah. When you get into the meat of this lineup or the meat of the field, I mean, there's a lot of names here, lots of stuff to filter through. So I mean, this may be outside of the Masters. Is this the best field that we've seen year to date?
Other than the players, yeah.
So hold on. So let me. What about last year's champion, Stuart Sink? Are you going with the Texas Wedge Man, or you fading him this year?
How much is he?
$7,200.
Okay. Projected ownership 4%. Missed the cut last week. Valspar T7 players missed cut. Honda missed cut. Phoenix T43. Off the T70th, on approach 98th. I mean, we're not seeing the Stuart Sink magic we saw last year, where he had won. Previously, he had won in Napa, right? And then he won this. I think he's probably a fade for me this time, but I mean, you never know. But we're not seeing that recent form like we saw before.
Oh, hey, hold on. I stand corrected. So apparently, if you're the third of anything on fantasynational.com, you get initials and the 3. CH3. Charles Howell the third also sits in the same boat as HV3 in the sense that he gets a kind of a cool moniker. Charles Howell, T18, back-to-back missed cuts, T55 and T56. I could see myself kind of going in that direction. So here's the magic question. Scott Stallings, by the way, missed the cut last year. T48, T48, T55. I think this is an outstanding track that's going to fit Stallings' game extremely well once Dan finds him at $7,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's found it. So ranks 30th in the model. Around the green, he's sitting at 2nd. He's putting good, and last 3 outings, pretty good. Yeah, well, I guess we'll say last 2. I don't know if we want to take the players into consideration, even though it was a real golf tournament. But what, T16 or better at Valspar and Valero. So Yeah, I mean, I think this is a place that Stallings absolutely shows up on the weekend. And here's the guy I want to get to, Dan, and I'm going to pass it to you. What are we going to do with Bucky this week? What are we doing with Bucky? You think he's going to try and make the weekend and impress his buddies? $7,000.
So $7,000, model rank 83rd, 1% projected ownership, and off the tee, last 24 rounds, 48th, on approach 61st, around the green 45th, putting 114, missed the cut at Valero, 52nd API, 42 at Honda, T55 at Genesis, missed a cut at Phoenix. I think he misses the cut this week. The field's too aggressive.
I'm not. I'm fading as well. I'm also a fade on
Yeah.
Bucky.
If it was one of those fields like the Valero, which wasn't a great field, right? I think he can make the cut, but I think when you get like API, it's a more stacked field. Honda is a more stacked field, and this field is like you might be talking about. I think this is probably the third strongest field we've seen all year between the Masters and the Players. I just don't see how he can compete here.
Nor do I. Yeah, give me previous champion CT Pan. Give me Scott Stallings. Put me on Lucas Glover, who's got a pretty good track record here.
And remember this, okay? Remember this. One other point on Ricky Fowler, and this is the truth. So listen up, okay? Remember when Bubba Watson lost all that weight?
I'm going to say yes for conversation's
Because
sake.
he used to be kind of heavier when he was a Masters winner and everything, right? Then he lost all that weight with the Peloton and everything else, and it messed his whole swing up, right? Imagine if your shirt's just that much lighter.
Why do you keep taking your vest off, Dan? Why do you keep taking your vest off and putting your vest back on?
Like if you used to have a shield on your left shoulder and everything else, or your right shoulder, and it's not there anymore. The shirt feels different. It feels so light, and you're like, now my swing's all messed up.
Now, so let me ask you this one, and I'm sure you're well aware when it comes to sponsorships and and marketing, and such. And so I hear Bucky is quite the car hound.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
You may call him a collector.
Mm-hmm.
So when let's just say, Dan, that you had a sponsor that was a car brand, and it just so happened that you had a car or two of that brand in your collection.
I like where this is going.
Let's say that for business reasons, that said brand has to make we've got to make some decisions, Dan. And you see, we're no longer in a position to sponsor you anymore. So burn those shirts, and contract canceled. Are you getting rid of those cars in your collection, or like is there an emotional tie there and you're keeping them?
Well, if I'm down on my luck and I don't have that much income coming in, I'm probably keeping the cars, because I don't know if you're aware, Cal, used car market's up like 10% over last year or last couple of years. So I don't have the money to go buy another car.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Reminds me of the watch market.
That's right. Yeah, he might be a little lighter on the list too. That's a good point. No, he knows it's business. There's no hard feelings there. It's all about impressions, right? So these people they're paying for a placement on your uniform because they want to get the impressions and the eyeballs on TV. That's all it is. There's no hard feelings there.
Hey, Dan, 4 days to a golf tournament, not 2.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I need to go check the garage, make sure my cars are still out there.
4 days. Let's see. Yeah, you hear that beeping? That's the tow truck coming in.
That's a good point. Did they take them back?
$6,000 range, Dan. Once again, there's no shortage, absolutely no shortage of where you want to go down here. I'm going to drop down to $6,700. Finished T2 here last year. Missed the cut in 2020. T33, T16. 3 out of his last 4 showings have been T33 or better. I mean, he does rank 95th in the model. Around the green, absolutely sucks. He's missed a lot of cut. 4 out of his last 5 outings, he's missed the cut. But what's his ownership percentage? Is 3. Let's go ahead and round up and call it 4% owned. I mean, should we go ahead and go Grillo?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, course history says we should.
Mhm.
But I bypassed so many people.
Yeah, you
I
did.
think Mac Hughes. I think that there's probably
Mhm.
something there. Snedeker, I believe, is a former winner here. Outside of 2020, pretty good showing, pretty good course record. Think that's a positive. You suckered me into a Danny Willett bet. I'm not falling for that one again. I'm just
Hey,
gonna
he's only
stick
missed
here.
one cut out of his last 5. He's only missed one cut. I mean,
Yeah,
if you need somebody
he's
down here, he'd be a good one. Yeah.
he's missed 3 of his last 4 at Harbour Town. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mark you down as Danny Willett as your one and done.
Mhm. Look at Brendan Todd with a T8 at Valero. This is his kind of course too.
T39 last year. That's very possible. Brandon Grace, T42, 61, T61, and T11.
Okay. One of the most mispriced people in the field, Bo Hostler, right here. Right here.
Bo Hostler. Yeah, look at the
Mm-hmm.
showing that fella's had.
Mm-hmm. T4 at Valero, missed the cut at the Players, T20 at API, T16 Honda, T48 at Genesis, off T73rd on approach 109. Not great, but I mean, he's been playing hard, man. He's been crushing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Bo
deserves to
Hostler's
be in a
missed
$7,000 range.
He's missed his past 2 cuts here and T16 in 2018. So
Yeah. I think it's a different Bo Hostler this year, though. He's been playing. He's been on a little heater. Yep.
Oh, a heater, you say?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anybody? Where's their value at in this $6,000
Joel
range? Where are we
Damon.
going?
Joel Damon, $6,800 for Joel Damon. Withdrew at Corlas Puticana, T39 at Valspar, T33 Players, 74th at Genesis, T62 at Phoenix. On approach, he's 63rd, putting 113. I mean, I don't think it's great, but he's showing some decent form.
Yeah, T48 and T16. So that's a maybe. I don't Mac Hughes, man. T52 last
Yes.
year. I could probably go get a little Mac Hughes action here.
You could see Charles Schwartzel winning this week, right? I mean, he's kind of like a Stuart Sink, blast from the past, and T10 last week, and he got the juices flowing, and he's going to go win this week. What do you think?
I think I want to talk about Michael Thompson.
There you go.
What's his? I've got his course history. What's recent form for Michael Thompson look like?
How much is he?
$6,500.
T57 at Valspar, T60 at the Players, and then 3 missed cuts. But yeah, I mean, definitely showing better form.
T40, so 2021 and prior, T42, T8, T10, T42. At $6,500, I think that may be a lineup starter for me right there.
So is Higgs riding the wave this week with the Masters and T14 last week at the Masters, or are you fading Higgs down here?
So I'm gonna bounce over to, let's see what Higgs is. Well, what's he doing at what's his approach numbers look like? He ranks 121 in the model, so not very good. I got a lot of red, and it looks like if it wasn't for putting, he's having a rough time. So mark him as my one and done, and I'm definitely fading him.
There you go. You're gonna mark him as my mark him as my one, and I'm going to assign that to you.
Correct. Yeah, I think I got to steer clear on the Higgs side. Let me pull something up real quick. So I'm going to look at proximity. One just so, because I think we're probably missing some folks, but proximity to the hole at 175 to 200. So number one, last 24 rounds, Hoagie at 76. Here you go. Nate Lashley at second, ranks second in the model. Henrik Stenson ranks third. Let's see if there's anybody else. Satoshi Kadara. I wish you. I meant to get you to say that name. I keep trying to screw it up. That way you'll try and correct me and say it. He ranks 12th, previous winner here. So that at $6,400, that may be a little bit of a that may be some direction there.
I like $6,400. I like Redmond. I like Svensson. I like all those guys down there. So look at Redmond. Look at this on approach, last 24 rounds, 38th, putting 26th. And he's showing some signs of improvement there. I think I could see him doing well here.
Yeah, Redmond. So 125 to 150. Redmond ranks. He's 4th in the model.
Yeah, he's a Clemson kid, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else? Luke Donald ranks 6th from 125 to 150. He's 14th in 150 to 175. $6,300. That could be a spot to go. Hudson Swafford. He's 11th in 125 to 150 and 37th to 175 to 200. So maybe Svensson. Man, all these guys are
first round leader, Jim Furyk.
You let me know how much money you win. Let me know. Let me know. All right, so I don't know. That's a wrap for me. What?
We got one problem, Cal. I got one problem from the listeners. The listeners are saying the problem is I put in everybody that you guys have talked about, and it won't let me choose 55 players in my one and done or my DraftKings this week. Oh,
perfect. Yeah. Well, just in case you didn't know how it worked, we'll be recording another show after this show to tell you how DraftKings works. We'll be right back. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So we do like a lot of guys this week. That's for sure. Yes, we do.
Well,
it's a good field.
A lot of guys to like.
Yep.
Okay, so before I forget, I'm looking up Tiger Woods. He's 50 to 1 at the Open Championship.
Oh, we got to take that.
Call the doctor. Call the doctor.
Call the doctor.
We're putting the old put the pink slick down. They put the
100%.
All right, one and done's for this week.
All right, one and done. We're running late. Okay, I am taking. Or you actually? I think you get to go first.
Give me Shane Lowry.
Lowry.
I mean, he's not in good enough shape to make it around Augusta. Probably going to miss the cut. Definitely can't make it 4 rounds. I mean, this guy is going to be salivating to get to the flatland of the Low Country in Hilton Head, South Carolina. He's hitting it too good, man. Shane Lowry. I think he's actually going to put the jacket on. They're probably they've already made a call to the tailor.
All right, and I am going to take model rank 5th, Adam Hadwin this week. T4 at Valero, T7 Valspar, T9 at the Players, missed a cut at Genesis, T26 at the Phoenix, and he's just been lights out. On approach, he's 7th in this field, and putting, he's 52nd. So I just like the way he's been playing. Yeah.
I mean, Lowry or Hadwin can't do any worse than Koepka did last week. Can't miss any more putts than Koepka did last week. So yeah, at this point, just give me something.
And I've told you before, Adam Hadwin is definitely going to steal Max Homa's Twitter vibes. There is a duel coming between those two.
Only if he's 6 putts. Only if he's 6 putts.
Ooh.
All right. What else is happening, Dan? What's going on outside of golf? Or maybe.
Well. Okay, so I am still watching the Lakers, the winning dynasty thing on Showtime, but HBO, I forget which one it is. I think it's HBO. Yeah. But HBO just came out with a new show that I started watching this last weekend, Tokyo Vice, and oh my!
So I took your recommendation and I did squeeze it. I'll tell you, my household was tired of golf. Come Sunday, they're like, you better change this shit, man. We ain't watching more repeats of the Masters. I'm like, okay. So I did get a little Tokyo Vice going on. It's a few of my favorite things in life, and I'm like, well, how can I resist? So I actually I thought it was really good. So my Japanese is not that good, but I mean, my reading's improving.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's good. It's building. It's gonna be like, it reminds me of that Michael Douglas Black Rain kind of movie back in the day, like the underground.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally. Yeah, no, I think
I'm
it's
so
I think
in.
it's a good show. Yeah,
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 I'm
it's a
so
good
in
show.
on that one.
I like that. That one's good. I may I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not, but I'm threatening. I'm threatening a trip to Sweetens Cove. Threatening a trip.
Mm.
We'll see. We'll see what the weekend has in store for us.
This weekend, you think you're gonna go up there? Yeah.
Well, I'm at least. I think I'm going to be passing through. If I don't get around to golf in, I'll at least stop in for a stop into the bar.
Yeah.
Say hey, see if they're pouring anything up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You should.
See how that goes. Yeah. Other than that, man, get over this Masters hangover, dude. Whew.
Yeah. Mm. PGA is only like 39 days away.
It's right around the corner. Right around the corner, and I can't wait.
You think Brooks is the favorite there, or who do you think is gonna be the favorite? Hey, we might be able to pull it out. Let's see if it's on Fantasy National. It might be out already.
Probable. I don't know. Well, hold on, and I'll tell you. Hold on, I'll tell you who the favorite is there. And looking at the odds, so the PGA Championship, we're looking at Colin Morikawa right now, and John Rahm are tied as the favorites. Might as well go ahead and make my pick now.
Brooks Koepka.
Exactly.
He's probably going to win it this year. He wins it all the time. So yeah.
Well, he says he only shows up to majors that aren't called Augusta.
You know how he spells Pete? Brooks, you can't even spell the PGA Championship. It's Brook. Yeah. Mm. Okay. So who do you think is gonna win one of these majors? Like who do you think's due and it's gonna pull it out? It's gonna be, let me give you a couple of names. Will Rahm win a major this year? Will DJ win a major? Will Spieth win a major? Will Morikawa win a major?
No. Out of those names, I'm leaning DJ, but I think we got some Rory, man. I think that Sunday performance at the Masters is going to I think it's going to spark a little something in Rory.
I do too. Yeah.
I think if what we saw on Sunday, now granted, there were some miraculous shots that led him to that 64 on Sunday. It's not the first time he's done it.
All right, one more question.
He's hit an unbelievable shot.
I forgot to ask you this when we were doing the DraftKings stuff. Who do you think is the most underpriced player this week? We got to start doing this every week.
Underpriced player. That's a good question. I think it's in the $7,000 range. I found him. I didn't know it is not Ricky Fowler. Definitely not.
Ricky Fowler, lock him in.
Well, I said earlier, I think Alex Noren at $8,300. I don't think he's priced correctly. I think they've missed the mark on Alex Noren.
I'll say Hadwin at $7,600. Like he'd easily be 8,300. Yeah. All right, I'm good. I like my chances.
There you have it. I like your chances too. By the way, thanks for liking the show. We got a giveaway too that anyway, you'll be receiving a bottle in the mail. So you know who you are, I guess. If a bottle shows up, you'll know you were the winner. We'd appreciate a like. We'd appreciate a review. Click 5 stars below. Thanks for liking the show. Thanks for drinking along with us as you're listening. It probably makes it more comfortable for you. And Dan, good luck in Hilton Head, buddy.